don't want to get surprised with any out-of-pocket expenses that you were not expecting. So as a first-time home buyer, you'll have some out-of-pocket expenses even if you're going to be doing 100% financing and getting your down payment covered. So the first one is what's called your earnest money deposit. Now this deposit goes to the title company. The title company is going to hold this money. This is a time period where you have 17 to 21 days to get all of your inspections completed. This way, if you decide not to buy the house and you found something wrong with the home, you can actually cancel and get this earnest money deposit back. So the title company is going to hold it for both you and the seller. One thing to note about this earnest money deposit is that it goes towards your down payment when you do close. So this amount, whatever it is, I have listed $500 to $1,000, is going to go towards your down payment or closing costs, or if all of that is covered, then you actually get this earnest money deposit back. The cost for this earnest money can range. So I have listed $500 to $1,000. Different markets will require different amounts for the earnest money deposit. The higher the home, the more you can expect to spend for the earnest money deposit. The next one is the appraisal. Now, the appraiser is going to want to get paid before he goes out to the property. The lender is going to order the appraisal right when you go into contract. And so when you go into the contract, most lenders will require you to pay this within 3 to 4 days after going into contract. Some lenders will allow you to pay this fee at close. One reason why you may want to do this is because you're getting a seller credit from the seller that's covering all your closing costs, including this appraisal. You can expect the appraisal to be anywhere from $500 to $600, maybe a little more depending on the location of the home. The next one is the pest inspection. Now, this is going to be an optional inspection if you're not getting what's called a VA loan. If you're a veteran and you're using the VA loan, this pest inspection is going to be required. And you can expect about $95 for this report, maybe a little bit more, but it's going to be somewhere in that vicinity. The pest inspector, what he's looking for is rodents, pests that could be destroying the wood, like termites. They're looking for any pests that could damage your property long term. This next out-of-pocket expense is the home inspection. Now, this is very important. I don't recommend ever not getting a home inspection. The lender is not going to require a home inspection. There is no loan that requires a home inspection. However, as a buyer, I highly recommend, especially a first-time home buyer, I highly recommend getting a home inspection. Every home that I've ever purchased, I've always gotten a home inspection. You find many, many details of the property that you will want to fix, or maybe it'll help you negotiate potentially a lower price. But this inspection, you can expect to pay anywhere from $200 to $400 for a home inspection, depending on the size of the home. So these last two inspections, the well and septic, are both really important. The well is going to be required. You can expect about $350 for a well inspection. Depending on your market, it's going to be right in there. The septic inspection can be pretty close to that as well, about $300 to $350. Now, I recommend on both of these, obviously getting both of these inspections if the home is on a well and septic. When it comes to out-of-pocket expenses, you can have a lot of these negotiated for the seller to cover as well, or sometimes the seller will already have a lot of these inspections on file that you can utilize. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I hope this is helpful.